She is killing it right now, starring in Ted Lasso season 2. And I am just amazed at why we don't know more about her. So I was like, let's get her on. She plays Dr. Sharon. Let me welcome the one and only Sarah Niles. Hi.
Thank you for having me.
Look at that. South London zone. All right. So during the break, George was saying that he played in, you said you played it, and you don't do jokes about London anymore, or the Queen?
I played the O2 Center, but I'm not sure I can, when I was on stage, I forgot to do the joke I needed to do. I was at Buckingham Palace, right? And this is where the Queen lives. She lives at Buckingham Palace. Why is she always walking around with her purse? How many of you ladies walk around in your own house carrying a purse? Then I said, this is bad. I said, and what's in the purse? Then I said, I know ain't no makeup in there. I know.
Oh, well, at least you were kinder than the late Paul Mooney was, who said that she looked like, I won't say it because I don't know, Sarah, whether you like the Queen, but he said she looked like sheep shit in shallow water. But I thought that was, you were much nicer. You were much, I'm sorry.
I'm not allowed to hear this.
Yeah, no, I was quoting someone. We can quote people, and it's Sirius XM, so we can say some things. Welcome. So I am delighted. You know, at first you came in riding on your bike, first season, real stoic, not really giving us nothing. And I was like, what's up with this lady? You know, just coming in, judging everybody, you know, listening to their problems and stuff, fixing people's things. And this season has developed. Boy, you and Ted Lasso and y'all's relationship is everything for me. I love it. How'd you get this role?
I know. I kind of, you know, we were in a lockdown, and you know, it was that kind of world where you're doing lots of self-tapes, and it just like I got asked to do a self-tape for this role, and I was like, what is this show? And I had my friend who was going to help me, and I was like, what's this show? And he was like, you haven't watched it? And I was like, no, what's going on? You know, I've got so much I had so much catching up to do on Netflix and everything else. He's like, it's on Apple. And I'm like, what? I hadn't seen the show, which is probably good in a way, because I was free of any kind of, I had no idea. I was completely innocent, naive about the show and how successful it was. So I just did the best I could with this self-tape, and I got the job. Yeah, so.
Okay. All right. So Yvette Nicole Brown was on the show, and she recommended it. And I was like, she is a lovely person, and this show will change your life. You're welcome. And I was like, all right, I got to first watch your show, Big Shot, and then I'm going to watch Ted Lasso. And I was enraptured in the first episode. It's a man who, you know, he sees the glass is half full. He's quirky. He's got that, you know, that I won't call it Southern charm, but there's like some sort of like, you know, quirky charm. And he's just a nice person who's also battling some demons that we find out not until season 2. And it's beautiful how it's all unfolding, and all of the different, you know, the social justice stuff and the May December relationships and I mean, it's just so much. The best part of being on this show for you, and a show that you hadn't watched before, Sarah Niles, what's been the best thing about it?
Oh, you know, it's like a gift that keeps giving. I never really, I mean, after I'd done this audition, I began to watch season 1, and I was like, I better get this damn job. I better get this job. It's so good. It's so warm, and it was really timely. It's kind of what we needed. So I guess it was just great. It was great to work with that team. It was great to play a part like that. She's kind of, it was really tricky to navigate her in a way, and the responses have been amazing. I love her, Dr. Sharon. She is all the things. You in this role as Dr. Sharon, it's like big, like you're big. What opportunities have come since this role, and you just got it, you know, this season? It's crazy. How has it changed your life? I think it's changed because in a way I just found her, like, you know, one of the things was like, when I first saw they kind of give you an idea of what the character's like, so she's very kind. I was like, but everything she's saying doesn't seem that kind. And it was a real kind of, it was just a joy, and it was, you know, an understanding of your craft, who, you know, how you are as an actor and what you can bring, and trusting in that. I think that's one of the things that is offered me, and having an opportunity to work against Jason, and his generosity as well as an actor.
Okay, maybe I need to phrase this differently. All right,
yeah.
What are the checks like? How are they? Have they been life-changing, these Apple checks?
Yes.
Huh? Okay, all right. That's why I'm just
because I'm used to. I have done the Royal Shakespeare Company, the Globe, the National, and you work. I love theatre, and it teaches you a lot, and it gives you a lot. If you love being in front of a live audience, the chance to work with other actors, you have this journey that you take with a character, and in that sense, but it never pays as much as what you can get in front of the camera. So
okay,
yeah.
So being a frugal person of immigrant family, you were frugal because you don't know. What's the craziest thing you've bought with a Ted Lasso check? Or the thing that you allowed yourself to do that you have been, not doing because, you don't know when this is next check is coming.
Right.
I bought a bike.
No.
I bought a bike. I bought stuff. I've been stayed in a swanky hotel, things like that. But the bike is the thing, because when I got the job, and I had the phone call from costume saying, we're going to look at some clothes you can wear for riding on a bike. And I was like, excuse me? She's like, yeah, because you're going to be riding a bike. And I was like, just one small thing, I can't actually ride a bike.
What? Wait a minute. You had never ridden a bike before you got this role? The bike is part of the character. The bike is a main character. Yeah,
I was getting like hot behind the collar. I was like, oh no, they're going to give the job away because I can't ride a bike. And I turned up and I spoke to Jason. And Jason, look, I can't ride a bike. Said, don't worry about it. We'll sort it. We'll get it. It'll be fine. So I was on a practice bike learning, and then on this Brompton learning to ride on the Brompton, because I started with the Brompton and thought I've got to keep going.
Oh wow! Did you have training wheels? I'm just curious. As an adult, I don't know too many adults that have had to learn how to ride a bike from scratch. I know people have learned how to swim, but that seems like it's just like riding a bike. But if you've never learned, how do you get back on? Yeah. So what kind of bike?
I fell off once. Yeah.
What kind of bike did you get?
I haven't got Brompton. That's the one I'm going to be buying next. Is a Brompton. Nice little foldaway bike.
You are getting serious here. Putting the duckies in. All right. So I mentioned to you that I have not caught up. I'm one episode behind. Are you guys greenlit for season 3?
Yes, they're having a season 3. I don't know what journey Sharon's taking in season 3. I have no idea. Yeah. Let's see what happens.
I was talking with Tanya Pinkins, who's a Broadway actress here.
Yeah.
And she said, actors can act their way into making the writers write them into things by the chemistry and by, some of the things, because she was on a show and she was only supposed to be on for a couple of episodes, and she ended up being on almost 2 seasons because of the chemistry she had. And she said she purposefully met with the other actor to make sure that, because the screen doesn't lie, it's magic. I'm just wondering, like, when are you in the story arc? Can you tell us where you are with the story arc, or is it going to be more? Well, I want to see more.
I have no idea. I think the person who really knows is Jason. He's got this whole world inside his head. So, him, Bill Lawrence, it's down to them, really. I'm just so pleased about the responses about this character, and how they love her, because she, as an actor, you want to have space and lots of time to speak and lines. And at times it was kind of like, I didn't have many lines, and I didn't, I never knew where it was going. And I was always trying to navigate this world as, also being Black, being female, being over a certain age, being British, up against this just light and laughter and, goofy character. And how do you navigate still bringing heart into that character? And will people respond to her and love her, because she means well. But, sometimes there's a lot with that, if you catch my drift.
No, but talk about that a little bit in the couple of minutes we have left, you know, because that navigation that you're talking about to be great, and you know you're great. I mean, your star shines brightly on Ted Lasso. I see you.
Thank you.
How do you navigate
That
other
means a
people
lot.
not seeing you?
Oh, it means, you know what, I spent a lot of my career just like, can we be seen? You know, can you see us? Can you love us? Can we be loved? You know, we have that in our real lives. You know, in our real lives, we're loved, we're wanted, and you just, you know, and I spend a lot of time just making sure any character that I am gifted to play, that you see her and you love her, you know, and she's heart, you know, I go for the truth and the heart, any role I play. So I really wanted, and you have to stay true to what's on the page really as well. So I was always trying to fight for her in that sense, to make sure that she is, you know,
seen.